Good day, peoples of the interwebs, and welcome to this week's edition of Transformer of the Week, where I'm going to be looking at this guy. This is Generations Double Targetmaster Quake. This is one of my all-time favourite Transformer guys. Got a bit of dust on there, like dust. Turns into this lovely little burgundy tank, and it is absolutely awesome. I mean, there's so much moulded on detail on this tank mold. It's just crazy. That I remember as a child. I mean, this is the figure that I had as a kid. I was just so obsessed. I mean, actually, properly obsessed with the moulding and detail on this. I mean, if you look on the side of his turret there, there's like all these little racks of guns. Sort of imagine like little guys who go up and pick the guns off him when they've run out of ammo and stuff like that. I just really, on the hatches and everything, it's just, there's just so much just going on. It's just they've done a really good job there of making this nice compact tank figure. He's double Targetmaster, so he comes with two dudes. At this stage in Targetmasters, they've gone from being making quite big guys that fold in half to make guns that look like guys fold in half, and they've gone there and just made these blocks that are just kind of blocks. But the moulding in detail again, it's just they've gone for sculpture rather than actually, they've sculpted two guys there. So Tip Top, who is a circus strongman, he's got some like missile launchers on his shoulders, and he's wearing this like nice armour and stuff. So he's quite good detail. And then Heater, who's like a black market racketeur. Again, he looks like he's got arm guns and stuff like that on him. So they've used and made like some like nice characterful sculpts, but really they don't do anything. There's no articulation. They're just blocks. And then what you can do is you just flip out the barrels to make the gun, and again it's a nicely detailed gun. It looks more like a gun than the bigger Targetmasters do. And then that's a single barrel gun, so again there's a rifle. And then they can, because they've got ports there, pegs there, so they can peg and port in loads of different like combinations, or you can move that back there to look like to make it longer, because longer is better. You could do it that way to make it longer, you can have it that way, it's just options. It gives you lots of just options of how you actually, do things. So let's just put this to the side at the moment. So the tank mode, it's got some little wheels on, so it does roll. It doesn't, because of the engineering, the turret doesn't move, but that pays dividends in robot mode. And so we'll get to the robot mode. Its transformation is easy. Again, you can peg off his tank barrel as well before we transform it, and so you can use any of these guys to become like a longer barrel or a double barrel for his tank mode, and then you can stick another long guy up there, and then you can also stick his rubber cannon on there. So options, lots of options with Quake. That's what I like about him. He is, like I say, he's one of my favourite Transformers from as a child, so still one of my favourite Transformers. I like to keep him in my front room, so I can always eyeball him. So transformation, easy. Do that, bang! Flip out some feet, quickly as a side, bring out some hands, turn around his head. And there we have it. There's Quake, and he's just this solid Decepticon warrior. He's just powerful, sleek. There's not an ounce of kibble on him. He's quite 2D, but he's broad, but he's got that quite a thin guy, because there's nothing hanging off him. He's generic. He looks generic, and that's what I like about him, because nobody else does in G1. You've got the Seekers, the elites, and you've got leaders, with the elites. The Seekers are all look the same. There's slight retooling amongst some of them. You've got like your likes of Soundwave, his specialist and his spy cassettes. You've got you know, Marauder, you know, planes and stuff like that. And then so really, when it comes to a generic Decepticon foot slogger, it's Quake, and that's it. And he's the only one. That's what makes him brilliant. Is the fact that he only is a generic, but he's unique in his genericness. So yeah, he's quite cool, and I just love, again, just the detail on this. Articulation wise, you can rotate his head around. Because they've not done that thing with the turret and the engineering and such, they can get some proper, like, nice arm movement around. You know, it's got really nice arm movement. People always just dismiss and say, oh, you know, it's quite well articulated for a G1 figure, which is just a bullshit phrase. It's one of those bullshit phrases that people who review like me say. You know, it's a bullshit phrase. It's like, oh, he's got this articulation because of transformation. Oh, he's not very articulated because of G1. It's just bullshit phrases that everyone uses. It's rubbish. I mean, if you look at early G1, a lot of early G1 had a lot better articulation than later G1 did. It's not specific to a time period. It's just about how they were making toys at the time, and, you know, materials and simplification. It's like at the moment, you know, a lot of classics from about 5 years ago have better articulation than classics do now. It's not about them not having that engineering level at the time. I mean, look at the Datsun mold. Look at the arm articulation on, you know, Prowl or Prowl or some of the others. Absolutely brilliant, the arm articulation. Just the other articulations not so much, but, you know, they did have the engineering, they did have the skills to do it. It's just they didn't. It's nothing to do with a specific time period. It's just, well, it is to do with the time period, but it's not to do with the level of engineering that they had. It was just to do with cost and materials and all that type of stuff. Anyway, and design, engineering wise, it's got some lovely arm articulation. So I like that you can do that entire, like, slightly spread, shooty, shooting to two different directions kind of pose. That's what I like about Transformers. I just love him. I just love Quake. Yeah, and so, unlike other Target Masters, Quake is entirely sensible, but the fact that he brings his own gun to the party, you know, in case these two Nebula men fuck off or whatever. Yeah, so he does actually have his own gun. And so he's got his hands that can hold that, and then, you know, you can form some kind of mega weapon with it, you know. So you can all combine all three of them together to make some kind of mega weapon for him to hold, and you can go blastinating people. It's cool. It's brilliant. Quake is amazing, and that's why it's my Transforming Week this week. Quake G1 double Targetmaster, an absolute marvel. Very generic, but not generic at the same time, because it's hard to be generic when you're the only one being generic. That's my Transformer week this week. But join me next time, and we will have another Transformer. We'll have another week, and it'll be absolutely fantastic. And it's 2016, and it's all fucking brilliant. So until the next time, be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes.